Throughout life, we're told vegetables are universally healthy. But what if some of the very vegetables on your plate are subtly aging your limbs, clouding your thinking, and weakening your immune system? This might sound incredible, yet for millions of older adults, it's already a reality, and many are completely unaware. For decades, society has believed vegetables form the bedrock of a healthy diet. And while this may hold true for younger bodies, the landscape shifts dramatically after age 60. Blood flow slows, inflammation intensifies, and nutrient absorption declines. This is when a stealthy impact begins. Suddenly, some vegetables once considered beneficial stop helping and start harming. Certain vegetables trigger sharp blood sugar spikes. Others contribute to inflammatory processes in the intestinal lining. Some even damage the delicate blood vessels that nourish the brain and limbs. Over time, this hidden, progressive destruction leads to impaired circulation, cognitive issues manifesting as cloudy thinking, balance problems, and an extremely high risk of dangerous falls. Striking research published in the Journal of Gerontology revealed that certain vegetables, likely consumed weekly by many, are linked to accelerated cognitive and motor decline. These aren't exotic or unusual. They're in the average person's kitchen right now. However, there's no cause for panic. This is more of a wake-up call, accompanied by practical and actionable solutions. For every vegetable to reduce, there's another capable of restoring health. Readers will discover 3 types of vegetables to immediately avoid if they care about their limbs, mental clarity, and independence. Also, 3 beneficial vegetables to consume more often to improve circulation, protect nerve fibers, and remain mobile with age. This is not a fleeting diet fad or a marketing gimmick. This is science. These are real, empirically supported recommendations for older adults striving to maintain mental sharpness, physical strength, and stability. Let's begin with one of the most insidious, widespread, and potentially destructive foods subtly present in the everyday diet: the white potato. The white potato is a true culinary chameleon, undeniably delicious. Yet beneath that appetizing golden crust or tender, fluffy mash lies a hidden glycemic time bomb. This potato converts to sugar at an astonishing rate, rapidly flooding the bloodstream and causing sharp peaks followed by equally rapid crashes. Such sugar swings damage blood vessels, igniting a flame of inflammation that spreads throughout the entire body. And where does this damage manifest most strongly? In the tiniest capillaries of a person's feet, legs, and brain. Over time, this inflammation impedes normal blood flow, slows nerve impulse transmission, and sets the stage for numbness, cramps, cold sensations in the limbs, and severe coordination and balance impairments. Take Tommy, for example, a 76-year-old retired truck driver who was devoted to his evening mashed potatoes. It was the one thing I couldn't give up, he shared. But then the changes began: morning knee stiffness, limbs that felt like ice blocks, and a growing fear of falling when descending stairs. He blamed old age until his diet was analyzed. Night after night, that white potato, especially generously seasoned with butter and cream, gradually undermined his circulation, fueled chronic inflammation, and stripped him of his stability. And it's not just what white potatoes do, but also what they don't. Their pale flesh contains virtually no antioxidants, a key line of defense for the body against cell damage and aging. When cheese, sour cream, or bacon bits are added, the consumption of saturated fats and excess salt increases, placing an additional burden on the heart and blood vessels. However, there's a crucial nuance. Tommy made a simple yet effective substitution. He replaced his mashed potatoes with steamed broccoli. Within 2 weeks, he felt significant changes: less stiffness, improved blood flow, and a return of confidence in every step. This isn't about completely abandoning favorite dishes. It's about choosing comfort food that actually provides protection, food that brings pleasure and benefits. So, before taking another spoonful of white potato, pause and ask, is this helping your legs or slowly weakening them? Next, we'll discuss another vegetable with an unblemished reputation that can subtly irritate a person's joints and destroy nerve fibers from within. This information will undoubtedly pique your interest. We're talking about eggplant, a member of the widely known nightshade family. This group includes tomatoes, bell peppers, and, yes, white potatoes. This is the very family often associated with increasing inflammation and pain. While younger bodies may handle them perfectly fine, for older adults, something shifts. Tolerance to these foods decreases, and what was once healthy suddenly becomes dangerous. Why? It all comes down to a natural toxic compound called solanine. This chemical is produced by plants for pest defense. But in the human body, it can become a gradually acting irritant. And where does its impact manifest first? In the joints, nerves, and blood vessels, especially those already under increased strain. The knees, hips, lower back, and feet. The danger isn't dramatic. It's not sudden, sharp pain. It's gradual, hidden sabotage. You wake up, and your knees feel swollen. Your legs feel heavy. Climbing stairs becomes a real challenge. Not because you're weakening, but because your body seems to be fighting against you. This is solanine at work, provoking chronic, low-grade inflammation that lingers in the background day after day. And here's the most alarming aspect. Eggplant is everywhere. Fried, grilled, stewed, it lands on your plate subtly. You don't even realize it's become a constant companion at your table. But behind the taste lies something far more serious. Solanine can disrupt signal transmission between the brain and limbs. This means slowed reflexes, unsteady balance, and a dangerous delay in reaction when your foot needs to catch a step. And it's not just a physical impact. It erodes your confidence. You stop trusting your body. You give up walks. You avoid stairs. You gradually withdraw from a full life. But here's the key point. You can regain control over your condition. There's no need to completely give up all nightshades. But if you experience joint stiffness, nerve tingling, or balance disturbances, it's worth trying to eliminate eggplant for just a few weeks. Observe the changes. Many people report reduced swelling, easier movement, increased confidence in every step, and improved mental clarity. And all of this from eliminating just one food. And you won't be without alternatives. Zucchini, carrots, bok choy, cauliflower, leafy greens. These are nutrient-rich, anti-inflammatory foods that support your body's health rather than depleting it. This isn't about fear. It's about a conscious and precise approach to your choices. Choosing foods that protect your freedom, sustain your energy, and allow you to remain actively engaged in the life you love. Next, we'll examine another nightshade vegetable with an unblemished reputation. Yet beneath the surface, it can subtly drain a person's vitality. It's crunchy, vibrant, and seems perfectly harmless in a salad or sizzling in a pan. We're talking about green bell peppers. You've likely seen it thousands of times. It's inexpensive, crunchy, and widely available, from wraps to vegetable platters. But beneath that fresh green skin lies a potential hidden threat: lectins. These are natural proteins that plants use for insect defense. However, inside the human body, especially after age 60, lectins can subtly become insidious destroyers. Lectins don't just passively reside in the gut. They attach to the intestinal lining, like microscopic glue, hindering the absorption of essential nutrients, irritating the walls of the digestive tract, and forming microscopic cracks in the gut lining. This hidden disruption allows toxins and undigested particles to enter the bloodstream. The immune system perceives this as an invasion, triggering a defensive reaction. The result is chronic, low-grade inflammation that lingers deep within the joints, nerves, and organs. And here's what makes it even worse. The symptoms are insidious. A slight stiffness in the ankles in the morning. A mild brain fog when you stand up. An unexplained feeling of unsteadiness that is often attributed to age. But what if it's not age? What if it's your lunch? And here's a striking fact. Green bell peppers are simply the unripe forms of red, yellow, and orange peppers. That's right. The cheaper, green ones haven't fully matured, which means a higher lectin content and a reduced amount of antioxidants. You're not just missing out on protective qualities, you're getting more of what can harm you. Can cooking destroy lectins? Only to a minor extent. And since most people eat green bell peppers raw or minimally processed, the potential danger persists. The natural question arises, what's the next step? If you suffer from digestive issues, experience brain fog, or have creaky joints, you're encouraged to conduct a simple experiment. Eliminate green bell peppers from your diet for 2 to 3 weeks. Then, listen carefully to your body's reactions. Reduced bloating, improved balance, increased mental clarity. These are not coincidences. This is direct feedback from your body. And don't worry, there's no need to completely give up peppers. Red, yellow, and orange bell peppers are true allies. They are significantly richer in vitamin C and beta-carotene, and much gentler on the digestive system. These mature peppers have a sweeter taste and nourish the body without provoking inflammatory processes. The essence is not to fear food, but also not to blindly trust it. It's important to understand how food affects your body and to choose foods that strengthen it rather than undermine your health. Next, we will discuss vegetables that not only protect joints and nerves, but also contribute to restoring balance, mental clarity, and confidence. Third on the list of beneficial vegetables is carrots. This isn't just a vibrant side dish that happens to be on your plate. For anyone over 60, carrots represent a secret line of defense, protecting vision, balance, and even independence. Let's start with the eyes. With age, the likelihood of developing macular degeneration sharply increases. This condition, where the retina begins to break down, significantly hinders reading, driving, or even recognizing faces. The disease creeps up slowly and subtly, gradually robbing a person of their sight. However, carrots are rich in beta-carotene, a powerful antioxidant that the body converts into vitamin A. And vitamin A, in turn, is one of the most important nutrients for maintaining sharp vision, especially in low-light conditions. Research convincingly demonstrates that diets rich in beta-carotene can slow the progression of macular degeneration, giving a person more time to clearly, confidently, and independently see the world they love. But the story of carrot benefits isn't limited to vision alone. It goes much deeper. Carrots provide protection for the nervous system and the microvessels that permeate the legs and feet, areas most vulnerable to aging processes, circulatory impairment, and nerve fiber damage. Why does this happen? Because oxidative stress attacks the body from within, weakening nerve signals, damaging capillaries, and making a person's movements slower, unsteadier, and less confident. The antioxidants found in carrots actively combat this phenomenon, preserving the critically important connection between the brain and muscles. This means a more confident gait, sharper reflexes, and fewer stumbles on stairs, curbs, or uneven surfaces. When nerves function correctly, you don't hesitate. You don't doubt every step. You move through the day purposefully and confidently. And that's not all. Vitamin A also plays a key role in maintaining the immune system. After 60, the body's natural defenses begin to weaken. But a plate of steamed carrots or a handful of baby carrots helps strengthen the body's protective shield quietly, daily, and effectively. Now, let's consider the cooking strategy. Boiling carrots is not ideal, as it leaches out essential nutrients. However, steaming preserves the antioxidants intact. Even better, roast them with a small amount of olive oil. Healthy fats aid in the absorption of more valuable beta-carotene. It's only important to avoid deep frying or overcooking. Too high a temperature destroys essential nutrients. And here's the most wonderful thing. Carrots are inexpensive, easy to store, and available year-round. There's no need for costly powders or rare berries imported from across the globe. Sometimes, the wisest superfood has been in your vegetable drawer all along. If you're surprised that something as simple as carrots can have such a powerful impact on vision, balance, and immunity, just wait. Because the next vegetable on the list doesn't just support the body. It might be the missing piece your body has been waiting for. Second on the list is broccoli. Yes, broccoli. This humble, cruciferous vegetable, which many have seen thousands of times. However, most people don't realize that broccoli isn't just healthy. It possesses protective properties. It shields your legs, brain, joints, and heart from the subtle destruction caused by aging. At the core of its power lies a compound called sulforaphane. This isn't just another antioxidant. Sulforaphane is a true cellular warrior, found exclusively in cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, and it acts by activating the body's natural detoxification systems. It suppresses inflammation before it can spread, protects neurons, promotes blood vessel relaxation, and combats oxidative stress that weakens muscles and clouds the mind. This is precisely why it's so important. Inflammation is the hidden enemy of aging. It underlies many problems: high blood pressure, joint pain, memory loss, and chronic fatigue. But sulforaphane combats all of this from within. Broccoli also contains significant amounts of vitamin K, calcium, and fiber, a trio that strengthens bones, maintains arterial elasticity, and supports normal digestion. Unlike white potatoes, which sharply raise blood sugar and disrupt circulation, broccoli stabilizes, soothes, and heals. But the benefits of broccoli extend even deeper. Broccoli is brain food, rich in antioxidants and folic acid. It improves mental clarity, accelerates nerve signals, enhances reflexes, and eliminates brain fog. It helps your legs move more consciously and your mind stay clear. And it's not just what broccoli gives the body. It's what it protects it from: sharp blood sugar spikes, hidden inflammation, and poor nutrient absorption. However, the key point is how it's prepared. Boiling broccoli until fully cooked destroys its sulforaphane. For maximum benefit, lightly steam it or quickly sauté it in olive oil. This preserves the beneficial compounds and improves their absorption. Thus, if you're serious about regaining strength, improving circulation, and maintaining mental sharpness with age, you should start with broccoli. Think broccoli is the ultimate superfood? You might want to reconsider. Because while broccoli possesses powerful properties, the next vegetable on the list takes things to an entirely different level. What will be revealed next might forever change your perception of vegetables. Number 1, spinach. You've probably heard about its benefits, but after age 60, spinach isn't just healthy. It's a high-precision weapon against 3 of aging's most dangerous enemies: poor circulation, slowed brain signals, and weakened muscle response. So what's its secret? Natural nitrates. These plant compounds dilate blood vessels, flooding the brain and legs with oxygen-rich blood. And when this happens, everything improves. Reflexes become sharper, movements smoother, balance better, steps more confident. Because here's the truth: most falls don't happen because legs are weak. They happen because the brain can't send signals fast enough. Spinach helps restore this critically important connection, transforming delayed reactions into swift, fluid motion. But that's just the beginning. Spinach is also rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 rare antioxidants that protect central vision by acting on the macula, the part of the eye responsible for detail, depth, and focus. As macular degeneration creeps in with age, everything blurs, faces dim, driving becomes risky, and confidence vanishes. But with spinach, you fight back. You remain sharp-sighted. You stay connected. You stay in control. And it's not just about vision. Spinach also nourishes mood, nerves, and bones, supplying folic acid for mental clarity, magnesium for muscle function, and vitamin K for maintaining skeletal strength. So, yes, spinach helps you walk better, but also helps you feel better, think faster, and live bolder. Now, an important caveat: do not boil spinach until fully cooked. This destroys all essential nutrients. It's better to lightly sauté it in olive oil or add a handful to a smoothie. These methods preserve antioxidants and maximize their absorption. And here's the most interesting part: there's no need for a huge amount of spinach. Just 1 small handful a day can significantly improve blood flow, memory, coordination, and strength. If you're still skeptical about how powerful spinach truly is, consider Eleanor's example. She's a 68-year-old retired elementary school teacher who was once full of energy and confidence. But in recent years, her body began to slow down. Her steps became unsteady. She started stumbling more often, especially on uneven surfaces. Her vision blurred in the evenings, and the thought of going out alone began to feel risky. Maybe this is just what it feels like to get old, she thought. But during a routine nutrition consultation, she asked a simple question. Is there anything I can do to feel stronger without relying on medication? The answer surprised her. She wasn't given a prescription. Instead, she was advised to start adding one small handful of spinach to her daily diet. Nothing fancy, just a bit in her morning smoothie or lightly sautéed with olive oil for lunch. Within 10 days, she noticed something had changed. She stood up without swaying. Her legs felt lighter. Her low-light vision improved. But the most powerful change, for the first time in months, she walked to the park alone. And she felt no fear. This confidence didn't come from a pill, but from a vegetable that had been underestimated for too long. So, it's now clear that the vegetables on your plate aren't just taking up space. They are shaping your future. Some subtly deplete your strength, cloud your mind, and strip away your stability. Others, however, restore you piece by piece, day by day, subtly protecting your legs, vision, and independence. This isn't about fear. It's about awareness. Because once you understand how your body reacts to food after age 60, you'll stop eating out of habit and start eating with purpose. You don't need to resort to radical dietary restrictions. You don't require so-called miracle pills or magical elixirs. What is truly necessary is a deep understanding of how food influences your body. It demands extreme precision in your nutritional approach. You should make small, yet strategically important decisions that, accumulating over time, will lead to significant and tangible results.